We welcome you into the beautiful campus of Furman University for another installment of SoCon Soccer on ESPN Plus, an interstate matchup here today with the nationally ranked Clemson Tigers coming to call-in to the hosting Furman Paladins. Stone Stadium, the venue in the beautiful Greenville, South Carolina, and we welcome you up to the broadcast booth. I'm Faxon Childress alongside Mark Childress. Coach Burr and Coach Radwanski have a long history coaching against each other. Should be a competitive game in store tonight.
Yeah, it should be. And whenever you get Furman and Clemson together, you know it's going to be a war. Clemson ranked number 13 in the country. Can the Paladins pull the upset tonight?
Let's take a look at some of the star power in this evening's matchup. First for the Tigers, coming off a 4-goal, 8-assist freshman campaign, Jenna Tobia.
Yeah, Tobia is a force up front for the Tigers. You've got to keep her under control tonight if you want to stay in this ball game if you're the Paladins.
And the 6'1" aerial threat striker for the Paladins on the score sheet twice in the early going in the 2024 campaign. It's Jenny Jacobson.
Yeah, so Jacobson had her 2 goals in the win against Charleston Southern to kick off the season for the Paladins. Keep your eye on her tonight as well.
And one of the best coaches in the country for the Clemson Tigers, Eddie Radwanski, truly cementing himself as a legend.
Yeah, Final Four appearance last season. Again, top 15 in the country this season. A road game just a little up the road from Clemson for his Tigers.
And then you can't talk about Furman women's soccer without talking about the GOAT, Andrew Burr. Another great season in store here in Greenville for Coach Burr.
Yeah, Coach Burr's team has been fighting a lot of injuries. Haven't gotten off to quite the start they've wanted to this season, but once they get healthy, watch out.
First, checking out the lineup for Coach Radwanski and the Clemson Tigers.
Yeah, we talked about Tobia up front. You want to keep your eye on her as well as Kastenfeld. Lynch in goal. She's only been in goal for 1/2 so far this season, so Radwanski going a little bit different in the back.
And then obviously Mackenzie Duff, the superstar on that back line, earning all ACC honors last season, bagging 6 goals for the Tigers over the course of her 2023 campaign. But some of the usual names in the lineup for the Paladins.
Yeah, some usual names and also some freshmen. You've got Simmons and Sexton in the lineup, as well as a freshman goalkeeper in there as well, Reese DeJong, since Addison Korn is banged up. Paladins have a lot of the normal starters that you would see out here are not in the lineup due to injury this evening, so Coach Burr getting creative.
Yeah, you could make a legitimate argument that Furman's 4 best players are all injured headed into tonight's matchup with your 5th-year senior goalkeeper Addison Korn. You've got Maya Poplin, who is a 5th-year senior as well. She's really the staple of your defense. Nieva Gaither, arguably the most dynamic attacking talent in the Southern Conference, is also injured. As we take a look at our series history, Clemson has dominated this series historically, but Furman has managed to get 4 wins off of the Tigers. In the last meeting, the Tigers won it by 3 goals back in August of last year.
It got up to like 97 degrees here today. It's been very mild so far in August. Probably the biggest heat wave that we've seen. It's 83 degrees still right now down on the pitch, so that could have an impact at least a little bit. If nothing else, it's just kind of surprising how hot it got here today after being cool for a while. Reese DeJong, again, the freshman in for the Paladins. Has given up 5 goals so far this season. Addison Korn, a little bit banged up, so we'll see DeJong in there again for Furman. And then for the Tigers, Allie Lynch, the senior, again, has just played a half so far this season. 2 goals against so far in her campaign this year. So good matchup in goal.
And we are off here at Stone Stadium. Tigers going from your right to left, wearing the white kits and orange bottoms, and then the Furman Paladins in the all-purple going from your left to right, if you're watching at home. Manusos manning that left back spot today for Coach Radwanski. She's got a big season in store as she enters her junior campaign, one of the key players for that Final Four squad a year ago. A lot of new faces for the Tigers.
That's a good ball.
And a long shot. They're going to test DeJong in net early, and she makes the save. No good shots this afternoon. As we take another look in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, it was Danny Davis launching the long shot off the right foot. And nice control in the midfield from Sarah Sexton. That's one of the freshmen. Coach Burr was raving about her when we got the chance to catch up with him in the pregame. Massey looking to send a ball through to Jacobson. The all-ACC center half, Mackenzie Duff, deals with that. And scary ball at the back right there from Lynch. Looking this game by any means. Definitely going to be one that's competitive. Massey on the ball once again for the Paladins. A little bit of contact. No call, and the Tigers will play on. There's Manusos trying to get it onto her left and swinging it over to Kastenfeld. Bit of skill down in the corner. Paladins attempt to clear it, and that's what Massey will do.
Oh, be careful in the middle.
Yeah, right back into the middle. Another long shot from Danny. And nothing doing for Davis, says in Greenville. Freshman Caston Felt very active down the left wing in the early going. Was looking to make the connection down in the corner. They're one of those freshmen that Coach Burr is super high on. Tigers move it into the midfield. Some nice link-up play.
That's a great skill from Kendall Bodak. See her on the ball, the freshman. It's a goal and a couple of assists so far this season.
And a nice job to track and make that play, solidify that back line. 50 games of starting experience in the SEC.
How great is that to be able to bring in that kind of experience?
Long shot. DeJong impressive early. That's her third save of the evening.
Active today. We know that. And again, she's already had 3 shots, all of them from way out so far. Paladin's doing a good
Another attack entering the final third. That's Pickett on the right side. Looking to link up with our pregame player to watch, Ginatobia. 4 goals, 8 assists last year for the talented winger. Tried to swing one into the box, and we've got our first corner kick of the evening.
It's opportunity for Clemson. You got to be careful here if you're the Paladins.
Yeah, looks like Clemson's looking to go short. Back to Tobia. She's dangerous on that left foot. Instead plays towards the top of the box. It's Pickett. She'll launch a long shot over the head of DeJong. So we'll take another look.
Pickett, wait, I mean, you're 25 yards out. And she almost had a crackerjack shot. And if there's a place you can get to DeJong, it was a hammer shot from Pickett. Good grief.
And another dangerous opportunity for the Tigers as they forge forward into the final third once again. Castenfeld will drop it back to Manusos. Dangerous duo down that left side for the Tigers. A nice ball in behind. Big opportunity here for Clemson. It's Bruff into the middle. Could not pick out a Tiger in the box. Very well defended by the Paladins. And Shania Diaz will look to control it and bring some possession.
Live if you're Furman.
Potentially another dangerous opportunity for the Tigers. Another long shot was destined for the bottom right-hand corner.
That's the best one of the bunch right there. So a lot of individual effort from the Tigers going for the far post, and DeJong was ready for it.
Into the middle for the Tigers, all the way over everyone, but corralled on the far side by Danny Davis. She'll swing one back in, looking towards the back post, and into the back of the net for the Tigers. It's Megan Bornkamp on the header, and it is 1-0 Clemson in the early going. A beautiful ball off the right foot of Danny Davis. Finds number 24, who does what she does best, and puts it into the back of the net.
Yeah, we talked about surviving the first 10 minutes. Paladins couldn't quite do that, and how dangerous they are on the set piece. Set piece goes all the way through. Perfectly played ball, back post. Gets her body up on it. DeJong a little bit late to get to the back post, crashing in. And it is 1-0 Tigers.
Megan Bornkamp, such a good player. 5 goals, 7 assists last year for the Tigers. And one of the leaders and premier players in this attack for Coach Radwanski. Slowing down from the visiting Clemson side as they've got numbers into the attack again. Entering the final third. It's Tobia. She wants to go one-on-one. Long left-footed effort. Missed everything and will go out for a goal kick to Furman.
This puts a lot of pressure on Furman now. Are they going to continue to sit back in the back? You don't want to concede that second goal and be down by a crooked number, but you don't want to push too many people up as well, as Clemson continues to just really own the back third. So far, they're pushing through this middle third of the field with not a lot of challenges from Furman, who's packing everybody back, just trying to keep the offense in front of them. Again, you don't have a whole lot of choices when you're playing a team as talented as Clemson.
There goes Manusos into the box. It's Bornkamp, a beautiful 1-2 play. Manusos cut back onto the left foot and scores. Ooh. Megan Bornkamp with a goal and an assist in the early going, and this time finds her teammate Maria Manusos for an unbelievable left-footed strike, and it is all Tigers in Greenville to start things out here.
Yeah, disastrous turn of events there for the Paladins, but again, look at this skill, the give and go, the step back right here, left foot up in the top corner of the net. What a shot by Manusos.
And realistically, nothing DeJong can do right there, just one of those unsavable shots, if you will, as Manusos went top shelf. Unbelievable finish for the Tigers. Pretty undermanned right now, dealing with some major injury issues. And Tigers on the attack again. Can Bornkamp have a second? Instead, going to be a whistle. And that will be a free kick for the Tigers in a very dangerous area.
Looks like it's Danny Davis who's going to take this.
Davis had one of those long shots in the early going. Also had the assist on the in-swinger on the first goal. Does she want to shoot this over the wall or pass it? Goes right into the wall. Deflected out of play by the Paladins. And a really, really tough play right there from Ellie Herman, the defender. Just took that one right to the chest, it appeared, and out for a corner kick. But, Mark, that's putting your body on the line for your team in the early going.
Yep, whatever it takes.
That's your job in the wall, is to get in front of it, and Ellie Herman did exactly that. Genitobia will send in a corner kick. They're crowding the young De Jong in the net, and Jacobson did a great job to clear it out.
Paladins just need to settle down here, see if they can start winning some possession in the middle third of this field. Take some pressure off the back line, maybe lead to a scoring opportunity or two.
Here goes Emily Bruff into the final third, makes the link up with Bornkamp. Wide, sent back into the box. Dangerous opportunity for the Tigers. Davis, the volley, would have been the goal of the season, but instead flies over the bar for a goal kick, and Davis appealing to the official that it was deflected. She really went for goal right there on the half volley, and an unbelievable effort. So take another look.
Just to settle it right there. Just couldn't quite get over the top of it. She was saying it got deflected.
All the way back to Duff. She hasn't been super active early, as the Tigers have dominated the majority of this one. Some nice individual skill from Kassenfeld. She was looking back post, nothing doing. Will roll out for a goal kick to the Paladins. Paladin team, but he raved about her athleticism, her distribution, said she's great with the ball at her feet, and potentially a chance here for the Paladins. It's Jenny Jacobson, a step over, and was looking to play a teammate in behind, but a little bit of a miscommunication.
But building the confidence. And again, giving her back line a rest. Here's another good opportunity.
The freshman Sexton gives to Jacobson. She's looking to swing one in. Lynch, her first real test of the evening, and so take another look in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. The cross from Jacobson, it was a dangerous one, but no one could find the end of it for the Paladin. Third a couple times, starting to get more and more comfortable into this match. Paladins with a shot. Lynch able to make the stop, and
saved there by Lynch. You see a good ball into the box, rattles around a little bit. No hesitation at all with the blasted shot. Good save, couldn't keep it in front of her though, and a great set piece opportunity for
very talented winger that's very fast. Massey will swing one into the box. Paladins looking to capitalize on a set piece and cut this lead in half. It's back over to Massey. Some skill. Going one-on-one with Pickett, looking to draw a corner kick, and does exactly that. Maddie, the corner kick now for the Paladins. She swings one in. Dangerous ball into the back of the net. An Olympico from Ava King. Are you kidding me? Maybe the highlight of the season for the Furman Paladins, as they've bagged one back on the nationally ranked Tigers. And a career highlight for the outside back Ava King, and one of the most impressive feats in the sport of soccer.
Ava King's first goal of the season, and it can't get a whole lot better than that. The absolute perfect magical strike from the corner. Again, man, you dream about a goal like this. Goes over the keeper, all the way into the back of the net. And the Paladins have cut this lead in half. We got a match brewing here in Stone Stadium. What an individual effort from Ava King. Man, you can hit 100 from over there and not hit one that perfectly.
Played soccer my whole life, Mark. I never did that. No. Ava King, that's a once-in-a-lifetime moment with the Olympico from the corner spot. And Coach Burr has to be thrilled about what his young outside back has given him. This lead is cut in half. Now Clemson 2, Furman 1, as we've got 3 goals in the first 20 minutes. Couldn't have scripted a more entertaining start here at Stone Stadium, but here go the Tigers right back on the forefront.
Man, what a confidence builder for Furman, and exactly what the doctor ordered to get back in this. Can they stay settled down, get the ball back down into the Clemson half? See if they can.
He's always on top of it, Mark.
Yeah, doing a great job. Unassisted is right. Unbelievable.
I still can't believe that.
Yeah.
There's Bornkamp with her back to goal. A really nice pass into the middle. De Jong went diving, and it was just wide of the net. Moore Danny Davis, what a ball. Perfect finesse on that as she found Tobia down the wing. Tobia a little razzle-dazzle into the box, looking to find a teammate. Could be in the back of the net, and what an effort by Ellie Herman. I do not know how the Tigers are not on the board for their third. It is a goal line clearance with her head from Herman. And what an individual effort to keep Clemson off the score sheet as we take another look.
That's just as good of a ball as you can possibly throw.
Wow.
Yeah, Herman even jumped a little bit early, still found the time, and another header goal for the Tigers.
It's Mackenzie Duff. Who else on the corner kick? That's kind of become one of the staples in her game. She scored 6 last season, and they find number 9 through the air for their third goal of the evening here at Stone Stadium. Jenna Tobia on the assist as we take another look.
Yeah, Mackenzie Duff just plays it perfectly. Pallet has had it defended really well, but there's not a whole lot you can do about that, and Duff gets her first goal of the season as well.
So after conceding the Olympico to Ava King, the Tigers show that they've got something to give on the corner kick game as well. And it goes Tobia to Duff for the third goal of the evening for Clemson. To 2, it has been a nice showing from the nationally ranked Tigers here on the road as they're facing off against an undermanned Paladin squad dealing with a lot of injuries. Clemson threatening to add a fourth.
You and I, I'm going to guess, have called 40-plus games here at Stone Stadium. Maybe
in form of King scoring the goal. And now it's about trying to get one back once again to cut this lead in half. And just brilliant skill throughout the midfield once again from Danny Davis.
Tactical changes for both of these coaches throughout.
Going one-on-one is Tobia. She is dynamic. And Shania Diaz with a great tackle. Pickett was in there and able to win the ball back for the Tigers. Tobia was thinking about a long left-footed shot, but is shut down by Sexton. And Paladins will look to possess, but give it away in their own end. Here's the talented freshman Bodak. Clemson just does such a good job displaying patience in the offensive end and in that final third. Long strike, trying to test DeJong once again onto the foot of Bornkamp. And a nice tackle to get things out by Goyla. One thing about Eddie Radwanski's group is they just keep firing. It feels like every time Furman seems like they can catch their breath, it's one of these wingers making plays and causing havoc in the final third for the Tigers.
Yeah, this is exhausting to watch. And we're up in the booth, right? I mean, just trying to keep these Tiger players in front.
Great idea from Manusos as she was looking to connect with Kastenfelden.
Here talked about how hot it got earlier today. Doesn't seem like it's really having a big impact on any of the players for either squad so far.
Ball in behind, and a dangerous chance here for Bruff. Passing around the box are the Tigers. It's Davis, another long effort, scooped up by DeJong, and shot number 15 of the first 30 minutes for the Tigers or Furman in this match. But to be fair, the Tigers have been firing a ton of these from outside of the box.
Yes.
So they're not exactly shy to pull the trigger. Here's Tobia going one-on-one. This is what she does best. Tried to get it onto her left foot, sustained some contact. Still some contact, but it's the Tennessee transfer, Tara Katz, making a nice play and clearance.
Yeah, Katz has been really good so far. You can see why Coach Burr is so high on her. Expect her to make a larger contribution as the season goes on.
When Furman gets their key players back into the mix here in Greenville, Katz is really going to have a chance to showcase her talents all over the field. Goyla did a good job sniffing out that pass, but she's pressured by Manusos here in her own end. Have to just clear that one, and right out of bounds for the Paladins is where it goes. And a trio of substitutions for Eddie Radwanski and the Clemson Tigers as it'll be Christian Brathwaite checking in for Emily Bruff, Tatum Short, the talented winger, in for Anna Kastenfeld, and Ella Johnson in for Megan Bornkamp. So Bornkamp with a goal and an assist in the early going, and she's earned herself a well-deserved break. She's already got an assist to her name this afternoon, and she's hunting a second into the box. And right at DeJong, no.
You see this build up through the middle of the field.
And Manusos has got a ton of space to work with on this left side. There's Tatum Short, sophomore winger, really talented player. Afternoon, he was talking about consistency and how consistency will lead to control in these matches for the Tigers. They've been very consistent in the early going. And he also said there will be a lot of rotation for his squad here tonight in Greenville, trying to get all of their healthy players on the pitch. Long strike, wide of the net. Daniels on for Goyla for the Paladins. Looking for some fresh legs in the midfield. And a nice play by Sarah Sexton. Paladins have some numbers forging forward in the final third. Sexton gives it up. Big chance here for Furman. They gain possession. A nice play in behind. It's Nora Roller on the right wing. Into the middle. Still not clear. Mosquera, a long shot all the way back up towards the scoreboard and out for a goal kick. Take another look, and a nice job of coming over from Mackenzie Duff. Mosquera took a crack, and man, she got all of that one.
Yeah, she did.
Eleanor Hayes has checked into the game for the Tigers, replacing Cam Pickett, as has Lane St. George, who will replace Maria Manusos, the second goal scorer of this game, had a nice left-footed strike. And for the Clemson Tigers, it is Ella Hoosier checking into the match and replacing Sydney Minarick. By way of winning the SoCon, you're going to be playing a team of this caliber. It's good to kind of get a test as Roller's in behind. Lynch came out to make the play, but the Tigers suffering a little bit of a scare deficit. Oh, a really nice move right there by Lane St. George. She carries it into the final third, met by a bevy of purple jerseys.
But again, I can't argue that this is not the right way to play this game, especially being undermanned a little bit.
Right.
As you kind of pack the defense back in and try to make it as complicated and difficult as you can on the Tigers.
Tobia into the middle, dangerous opportunity for the Tigers. Tatum Short comes out on the end of it. Her and Lane St. George will play 1-2 on the near side, looking to see if there's any way to penetrate this low block that Coach Burr has installed for Furman. Aggressive tackle by Roller, and she clips St. George. That'll be a free kick. And this is a Clemson team that's already scored 2 headers tonight. Thought they were going to take.
They're just waiting for that little mistake, that little half beat that they get that they haven't gotten before, given the opportunity.
Ball in behind to Tobia. She's looking to swing one in on her right foot. Instead selects for the pass back to Duff. Duff and Tobia playing a 1-2 game. Clemson just so methodical in this final third. And the freshman Bodak gave it away, but Clemson once again wins it right back. 30 seconds on the clock. Can the Tigers get a 4th goal on the board somehow? Tobia has a chance to come down with the ball in a physical battle, and she's going to win it. There goes Tobia. Lays it off to Tatum Short. Short cuts it back onto the left foot. Long strike was going for the near post and just missed.
But they took the punches from the Tigers and are still holding on in this match as we head to the locker rooms at halftime.
We will head to the locker room. Megan Bornkamp, Maria Manusos, and Mackenzie Duff on the board for the Clemson Tigers to get them to 3. And the lone goal for the Paladins came from an Olympico in the corner spot from Ava King. 3-1 Clemson over Furman as we head to the half. And, you know, it's interesting because we remind you this Furman squad is dealing with a plethora of injuries. They've arguably got the best player in the Southern Conference, Nieva Gaither, who's not able to go tonight. They've got their starting goalie, Addison Korn. She's not able to go tonight either. Starting center back in Maya Poplin, the 5th-year senior, kind of the leader of this team. She's not able to go. And Helen Gutierrez, another senior midfielder that kind of shifts around through that midfield for Coach Burr. She's not able to go either. So you take 4 of the seniors, 4 of the premier players off of this squad, and it makes your attacking that much more difficult against a squad like Clemson, as we have a new goalie, as it'll be Addie Holgerson, and net, the Charlotte native and junior, will be checking into this game for Allie Lynch. So
her first action of the season.
Yeah, Allie for Addie for the Tigers between the pipes, and we are off in Stone Stadium here. Some second half action on ESPN Plus, and Clemson now going left to right wearing those white kits, picks up right where they left off, immediately into the final third against the Paladins. The Paladins get it right back. Here comes Valentina Mosquera to Jenny Jacobson. She's got 2 goals on the season, looking for a 3rd. It was blocked by All-ACC defender Mackenzie Duff and sent out by the Tigers.
Well, there's your answer. The Paladins are getting aggressive, seeing if they can find a way to get that 2nd goal in there and get back in this match. I love it. I love it from Coach Burr.
And majority of last year. Paxton Childress and Mark Childress here in the booth for this interstate matchup. And there's Mosquera. She was pushed a little bit. Instead sent out of bounds.
Where the Paladins really sat back and just tried to pack it in defensively as much as they could and just survive. kind of trying to take it to the Tigers coming out of the break here.
Into the middle.
Good play. And Holgerson just shot out of there, grabbed the ball, really well played. Looked like it might have been out of bounds there, but did not get over the line. So the Tigers will keep possession. And again, look how high Furman is stacked now. We saw so many shots in the first half where Furman had 9 or 10.
Tatum Short finds Brathwaite in the midfield. Brathwaite going to carry it on. Find Pickett. Tigers with some nice passing in the midfield. It's Brathwaite in behind, and she's sent down in the box. That's going to be a penalty kick for the Tigers. And it was Sarah Sexton, the freshman, pushing over Christian Brathwaite in the box. And now the speculation is just who will step up to that penalty spot for Clemson as we take another look. Mark, correct call here?
Correct call, and it was a incredible pass from Emily Bruff to set it up. And I don't know if she made as much contact as it looked like Brathwaite took there going to the ground, but a great opportunity for Clemson here. And a great opportunity now for the keeper, Reese DeJong, the freshman. Make a big play here for the Paladins.
Danny Davis stepping up to the spot for the Tigers. Has a chance to extend this Clemson lead. Clinical. Right into the back of the net for Danny Davis. The Tigers have a fourth. Davis has her second goal contribution of the evening, had an assist on the first Tiger goal. It all leads to a Clemson 4-1 lead over Furman early in the second half.
Yeah, Danny Davis's first goal of the year. And again, doesn't matter who's in goal when you kick the ball like that. Hard, right over toward the left-hand corner. And again, DeJong guessed right. It just went blowing by her. That is really well played by Davis. And again, exactly what Coach Radwanski was looking for.
Tigers.
I always keep the goal summary on my score sheet, right? I did not leave enough room for 5 goals to be scored. We still have 41 minutes left. So lesson learned by me. Oh, there's some contact right there. That might be a card.
Yeah, and Tara Katz went down in the final third. It was Tatum Short who made the contact, and one of the best opportunities of the evening for the Paladins, who will deploy the troops into the box as we take another look. And yeah, that contact with the hand. And then the step in and the contact with the clip. Yeah, correct call. Been a very well officiated game thus far.
Yeah, kind of a tough angle here as you see Diaz over there, along with Herman trying to decide who would take a heck of a shot from here. So you might be trying to play to the back post or something like that. Let's see what they do.
Diaz did have a free kick goal last year for the Paladins. Herman steps over. Diaz looking for Jacobson back post. It was a dangerous opportunity. And a masterfully crafted set piece by the Paladins, but nothing to show for it. And Ava King already scored an Olympico from a corner kick.
You've got to defend it here.
Yeah, she's right back on.
There's no way. She's not even thinking that again, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Man, 2-in-1 game would be generational from Ava King. She's sending one into the box. Same ideology towards the back post, but Holgerson comes out to claim it. And a nice job from the newly inserted Addie Holgerson. Make sure you're down 3 goals with the clock working against you. Feels like it's an all-hands-on-deck effort offensively every time you get the ball.
It does, and it's hard to not put a lot of pressure on yourself.
Brathwaite with an unbelievable individual skill. Carried that all the way into the box. Looked like Ellie Herman might have just lost a shin guard. Shania Diaz will try and deal with that.
It's like 4 shin guards on the pitch down there. I don't know what's going on. But as I was saying, you don't have to put a lot of pressure on yourself or try to do everything perfectly, right? I mean, you've got a mountain to climb if you want to get back and try to find a way to even force a draw in this match. But it's a great opportunity against one of the best teams in the country to have great individual moments, work on your
song here in Greenville, this women's soccer program. Coach Burr, the culture he's established is top-notch. Danny Davis looking for another goal contribution. Swung it into the box, nothing doing. And there comes DeJong to claim it.
Yeah, good play by DeJong. It's a good aggressive-minded here in half number 2.
Tigers masterfully working it through the midfield per usual. It's Bornkamp. Her hold-up play has been elite tonight.
Ticky-tacky passes in the middle of the field. They drive you crazy as a defender.
Finds Bruff. She got the pass that led to the penalty kick. There goes Pickett. Couldn't quite get it into the box, and Ava King is laying it all on the line for this team. Pardon me, that was Maddie Massey down there. Pickett looking to cross one end for the Tigers. Into the box. Cleared out. It's been the problem for Furman is can get the original clearance, but it goes right back to the Tigers. Clemson playing such a high line defensively. They've done a masterful job keeping possession in this match.
And even though it's 4-1, right, there's not a lot of energy that has left this match at all for either one of these squads. A lot of time for the same aggressive pace they've had the entire match.
When we visited with Coach Burr in the pregame, he continued to emphasize that this is just such a great opportunity for some of these younger and depth pieces to test their talents against some of the best in the country. Ava King, she's been put to the test tonight and excel. King in there to win it once again, man. She's playing as hard as she can. Had that unbelievable goal earlier, draws the foul there on Pickett, and we might see Pickett go into the book, and we do.
First card of the match. Haven't been a lot of whistles at all during the pace of play.
Go into the book as we take another look, and Ava King won the ball back and then got the jersey tugged, took a seat, but earned a yellow card on Camila Pickett in the process. And it will be Ava King booting one up. Potential chance here for the Paladins. Massey and Mosquera were looking to run onto the end of it, but Holgerson came out to make the play. Athletic director here in Greenville at Furman University. They don't duck any of the smoke here at Furman. They want to play the best of the best. Bornkamp in behind the defense. Was looking to send it across to Tatum Short. Second effort. What a save from DeJong. Bounces off the post. Tatum Short looking to keep the attack alive for the Tigers. And a hectic sequence almost resulted in a fifth goal for Clemson. Here's Davis. Looking to be the catalyst for the attack as she so often has been this evening. Bornkamp with a nice switch to Pickett. And the Paladins do a good job getting back.
Just enough of the ball.
As we take another look, it was Bornkamp sending one in. Herman got a foot on it, left it on a platter, and DeJong saved it off the post. Really nice play. Davis is so talented off these set pieces. She's already got an assist this afternoon. She's looking for another one, and it was trying to make the combo with Duff once again, who's so talented with those headers. It was handled by DeJong and sent out in a hurry by the Paladins, but not before the Tigers provided a real threat.
Yeah, DeJong could have let that one go, but I don't blame her for not doing it. It's so close over there to the post.
There goes Tatum Short as the Tigers are still threatening. Brathwaite to Short. Short to Bornkamp. So methodical in this final third are the Tigers, and they find the wing back in Pickett. She sends one into the box. It's Bornkamp on the header, and almost had her second goal of the evening, but just wide out for a goal kick. Potential run here for the Paladins as they look to try and get it into the final third. A nice ball ahead, just a little bit too far ahead of Jacobson.
From King. Addie Holgerson getting her first action of the season here in half number 2. It's been flawless so far.
Bornkamp's such a talented passer, trying to pick out Tatum Short. Does it to perfection. Short wants to go one-on-one with Herman. Beats her down the end line, into the middle. Big chance here for the Tigers. Pinballing in the box and claimed by DeJong. Furman once again. Bornkamp once again excelling in that hold-up play role. Bruff bursting forward for the Tigers. Out onto the wing. Ella Johnson plays it into Bornkamp. This Clemson team is just so patient in the final third offensively, waiting to pick out the perfect pass. It's what Bornkamp was looking for. Goyla's looking to shield it all the way to the end line, and a veteran-savvy play from Ashlyn Goyla to earn her group a goal kick. As Jenna Tobia will check back into this match for Ella Johnson, and not great news if you're a Paladin fan, as Tobia was very active offensively in the first half.
This Clemson team is fun to watch.
Yeah, man, they're going to be really good again this year. Tobia, a little bit too heavy of a touch, and it was impressive link-up play by the Paladins, bursting up the right wing. Julia Simmons, nice pass into the middle, another dangerous chance, and I'll tell you, Holgerson's kept a couple goals off the board with her aggression between the pipes for the Tigers. Taking anything away from today's match on the Furman end, Mark, really excited to be back here in Greenville calling games throughout the course of the season, especially when Coach Burr's got all his players healthy. Tobia, long strike, handled by DeJong, who offensively and get another goal on the board, trying to work their way back into this game. Instead, it's the Tigers hunting to extend their lead. Tobia stumbled a little bit. Was able to get it back to her teammate. There's Bruff on the ball.
This Tiger offense so good with these short passes. None of these players panic or get concerned.
It's just such a aesthetically pleasing style of soccer Coach Radwanski plays, and Bornkamp was laying it off, and I'll tell you, if somebody was at the top of the box, it was bound to go in the back of the net, but no one home for the Tigers. Instead, some really nice defense from the Paladins as they're able to forge forward. There's Simmons, one of those freshmen that's so talented for the Paladins. A battle against Manusos. Shania Diaz doing her best to hold off this press for the Tigers. There's Simmons, a nice bit of skill in the midfield, beats two Tigers, tripped up. Thought there was contact on Brathwaite, but no call, and instead it's advantage Clemson. Oh, it was a great pass by Bornkamp, but Bruff couldn't get on the end of it. Paladins will attempt to clear.
Size advantage at numerous positions for this Tiger team as well.
There's Diaz controlling in the midfield. There is Shania Diaz. And this is what she's best at, controlling these games in the midfield, advancing the ball forward. Nice pass out onto the wing. Herman wants to send a cross in. It's exactly what she does, targeting Jacobson. Collision in the box, and Holgerson came out to claim it. And for an already very injured Paladin squad, a deep breath issued everywhere as Jenny Jacobson was quick to get back onto her feet after that collision. Continuing to be very aggressive, coming off her line between the sticks for the Tigers as we take another look. The bottom right-hand corner of your screen, and could have been a lot scarier there with that head-to-head contact.
You never want to see it anyway, but especially the point in the match where we are right now.
Danny Davis was hunting her second goal, third goal contribution of the evening, instead deflected out of bounds. As the substitutions officially read, Tara Katz back into this match for the Paladins for Jenny Jacobson. Bella Murphy has entered for Ava King. And a trio of substitutions for Coach Radwanski as offsides is issued right there on Clemson. And that trio will be Kendall Bodak back in for Emily Bruff, Jordan Thompson in for Tatum Short, and Ali Serlanga in for Megan Bornkamp.
And then a great crowd here on the side that you can't see from the camera. We saw at halftime lots of kids from CISA and their parents and families.
Big chance for the Paladins. Got numbers headed into the final third. And a lot of contact right there on Pickett once again. And a really intelligent switch from Bella Murphy as she was looking to tag up with Jalea Simmons, who just lost that physical battle on the far side.
Yeah, Simmons waited on that ball. She could have gone to it a little bit. She'd ended up with a possession, so good lesson learned there for her. But almost fought her way back, like you said, with the physical play.
Big switch to Pickett as she's looking to send it up the wing. That's a staple of Coach Radwanski's teams. They absolutely is. A couple more substitutions checked into the game for the Tigers. First got to see what Maria Manusos is doing. She's hunting for a second goal and trying to extend this Tiger lead. Going one-on-one on the far side as Anna Kastenfeld checked back in for Cam Pickett, who was on a yellow card. Amelia Erickson in for the first time. She replaces Danny Davis, who's got a goal and an assist. And Ella Hoosier checks in for Christian Brathwaite, who was very impressive in limited action for the Tigers. Number 4 for us calling soccer here at Furman. There goes Nora Roller. Man, you see that pace and individual talent into the side netting as Holgerson wisely laid off, but a trio of, or actually, check that, a duo of substitutions, if you will, for both squads as Erin Sheridan checks in for Jenna Tobia and Lane St. George checks in for Maria Manusos for the Tigers. And Coach Burr will insert Dylan Daniels for Katie Bengoff and Ellie Herman for Valentina Mascara. So A couple tweaks late in the match, approaching the 10-minute mark in this one. And
yes.
Tigers forging forward, looking to add a fifth. It's Amelia Erickson on the ball for Clemson. Just looking to connect down the wing with Erin Sheridan, couldn't quite do so. That's Ava King, who's probably been the man of the match for the ladies wearing purple. The lone goal scorer, and has really fought defensively. I'll reiterate that fifth place projection is ludicrous in the preseason poll.
Yep.
This team's going to be a lot better than that. Feel confident saying that. Bodak, left foot, long strike, saved by DeJong, and more importantly, held onto by DeJong, because it was Ali Serlinga lurking for that rebound, and it was not issued by the freshman goalkeeper.
Yeah, growing up right in front of us. She's had a really good second half, been in the right spot a number of times, made some athletic plays. That's another one right there. Not easy to do, and like Faxon said, a lot of times you'll get your hand.
Oh, yeah.
To have the talent around us that we have to be able to bring you these broadcasts.
There go the Paladins as they're looking to bag a goal back before they get out of their home stadium. Nice cutback move and move into the middle, but it was Lane St. George laying the boom with the slide tackle, and she got all ball. We could hear it from up here.
Yeah. Also a shout out to all the Clemson fans.
Instead, the Tigers are looking to bag a fifth. Oh, a big collision. Hope everyone's all right as Erin Sheridan went tumbling into a Paladin defender, and play will be stopped. Scary moment here for Ellie Herman, one of the key players for this Paladin squad, holding on to her head. Really hope everything's all right here with Herman, as well as Coach Burr, to check on their star defender as we take another look. Oh, it was an elbow to the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
running her over.
Erin Sheridan, obviously not intentional, and then immediately displaying some great sportsmanship by going to check on the Paladin defender. Junior from Charlotte up at Artie Kell High School, and Herman's become a staple in this team, and good to see for everyone with a smile on her face and sharing a chuckle with the training staff.
She's cracking herself on the head again, man. If you weren't injured the first time, you got to be careful. You don't do it to yourself. But, yeah, they're obviously being careful with concussions in this sport. Can be a problem, but she looks like she is perfectly okay.
And just goes to show, once again, Coach Radwanski, Coach Burr, great friends off the field and longtime foes on the field, as dating back to Coach Radwanski's days at UNCG, as Ellie Herman, now up and walking under her own power off the pitch, appears to be all right. And you see Coach Burr and Coach Radwanski actually sharing a laugh down there on the sidelines as Katie Ben Goff will check back into the game. If you really want to talk about staples of this team for years, Ben Goff's been starting on that back line since she was a freshman. And Coach Burr and Coach Radwanski are actually hanging out and chatting on the sidelines right now. So good sportsmanship being displayed all around. And once nice move to get into the box from Caston Felt, and it will be sent over the end line for a corner kick to Clemson.
So glad to see it any time that it does happen.
Sent into the box. Tigers looking to add another to the tally.
Solid conference for soccer, not near as talented as the ACC, obviously, but Paladins might have gotten away with a handball there in the box.
Big time shot, and DeJong stops it again. It was Castenfeld hunting the back of the net with under 4 remaining here in Greenville.
The heat is saturating in on everyone. Again, we pretty much know the results here, so I don't want to say you're just clocking it out, because these girls are still scrapping and playing hard. But a lot of this energy is drained out of the match as we get to the final minute or two.
Heavy touch from Wolf. Chance for the Tigers. Nice cut back into the box. Maddie Massey doing her best to deal with it. Instead, it's Erin Sheridan scrapping for it for the Tigers. Sheridan going towards the end line. Pokes it back and out of play.
Clemson losing a lot of talent off their Final Four team from last year, and has gotten a little bit younger this year. But again, you're seeing how talented they still are through recruiting and transfers. A force to be reckoned with this season, and as Faxon's mentioned a number of times tonight, Paladins have got some really nice half for the Paladins. Great game for the Tigers, man, as they close this one out with a final score of 4-1. The 13th ranked team in the country certainly looked like it, Faxon. The offensive explosion in the first half, the penalty kick goal here in the second half to put things away.
Yeah, 4-1. Clemson over Furman is what the final score line reads here in Greenville, South Carolina, as Coach Burr exchanging some pleasantries with the Clemson coaching staff that he knows very well. Mark, any final thoughts as we wrap things up here in Greenville?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the result that we expected. Again, Clemson is a force. They've now won 3 games in a row after that early season loss to Auburn, and they've